There are a lot of people who want to be in Israel to help those who are in need. One South Florida firefighter has just returned from the region, along with 8 others from his Plantation, Florida fire department. These firefighters were pitching in near Gaza to help their fellow firefighters in Israel tackle anything from rocket attacks to kitchen fires. Since October the 7th, firefighters from around the world are being sent to Israel to lend a helping hand, and one of them joins me now, Lieutenant Aston Bright with the Plantation Fire Department. Sir, thank you for your time and thank you for all that you're doing. You're just back from Israel. Tell me where you were specifically and about the work that you were doing.
Hi, Marni. Good morning. Thank you so much for having me on. So I was just did a tour with the Emergency Volunteers Project down in the Gaza envelope. I spent some time also in Jerusalem as well. The first day I was in Jerusalem, there was a terrorist knife attack against an IDF soldier who was killed. And then I transferred down to the south, and I was in the Gaza envelope for about 2 weeks. We were working within about 5 to 7 miles of the Gaza Strip, running calls.
So you're filling the void because a lot of the firefighters in Israel are reservists, right? Many have been called to the front lines. So one of the things you're doing is assisting the local communities because their firefighters are working to defend their country. What's morale like right now from the people you met?
So the morale of the Israelis is very high. They're very strong people. They don't break very easily. But the country is hurting, and they're trying to heal after this devastating terror attack on October the 7th. And one of the things that the Americans do is the 65 Americans from 11 different states, by the way, have been in Israel since October the 7th. And what we have been doing is expanding their capacity. So when there's a war, there's an increase of rocket attacks out of Gaza, and they target civilians pretty extensively. And what the American firefighters do is we allow the Israel Fire Rescue Service to expand their capacity and to be able to get more trucks online so they can respond to more calls. They did lose about 600 firefighters to being called up to the IDF. However, the Israel Fire Rescue Service is one of the best fire departments in the world, so they're able to handle that loss no problem. But the Americans, we come in and just increase their capacity so we can help them run calls and help to keep everybody safe. And that's what we were doing.
You know, Israel is a place where people vacation. There's a lot of tourists often, but I've heard people who have been there in the last month come back and say it's desolate, right? It's very empty. The airport is empty. Places that normally would be frequented by a lot of people, there's no one there. Was that also your experience? And it must be eerie to see that.
So the war has impacted the country significantly. There are, the airport was very empty, but the Israeli people are very strong, and they don't like terrorism to impact their lives in the way that they're not going to continue to live their lives. But what I can tell you is that the Israeli people, their morale is very high, especially when they see that over 700 firefighters signed up to come and help Israel after the October 7th attacks. We have had 65 firefighters from 11 states there since October the 8th. The EVP had firefighters on the ground. American firefighters were there one day after the attacks. And we have another 300 firefighters ready to come over there to help. So when they see that, it definitely helps them to heal, begin the healing process, but they're fighting for their survival. So the American firefighters, we're coming over there in collaboration with the EVP and the Jewish Federations of North America in order to help that process. And we're very proud to do that.
A helping hand at a time in need, the Emergency Volunteers Project. Lieutenant Aston Bright, thank you. Glad you're home safe. Appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you shining a light on this very important topic of helping to keep Israel safe. So thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.